ever heard such a preposterous logic and argument from anywhere in recent times?
Yes, I have from Mr. Kamruzaman's leader, Rahul Gandhi, but that's besides the point. Good evening, Navika, and good evening to all my fellow panelists. I've been listening very patiently. I hope I would not be interrupted. There are two issues here, and I don't want to digress from the debate at all because it's a very important issue. It's a very serious issue. Number one, when it suits the propagandists and selectivists, they praise and believe the judiciary or the police under the BJP. When it doesn't, the same police become fascists and murderers, and the same judiciary compromise and BJP stooges. So right now, they are saying they believe the Karnataka police because the police has not come out and said categorically that Harsha's murder is linked to hijab or is a hate crime. So they won't believe the parents in this case. They will believe the fascist police under the BJP. Like, remember how they believed the fascist Delhi police when it said that the missing Najib from JNU had not joined ISIS. But when it didn't suit them, they believed the parents. Like in the case of Navreet Singh, whose tractor slammed into a police barricade on Republic Day last year and he died. But these propagandists said that fascist Delhi police had shot him. Remember the Lakhimpur incident, Navika, when the jeep mowed down the protesters? There, these same propagandists suddenly believed the fascist UP police and the SIT of it, because it said it was a pre-planned conspiracy and not an accident. Remember the lynching of Rinku Sharma last year, where the police said there was no communal ankle, but Rinku's parents insisted it was otherwise? And the strange thing was, those who had barely 2 weeks earlier believed the parents over the police on the death of Navreet Singh, now believe the police over the parents. In Navreet's case, the police was communal. In Rinku's case, it was secular. I wonder what it would be called in this case in a week's time, when the investigation is complete. Likewise for the judiciary. When Justice Devani overturned Maya Kodnani's trial court conviction and acquitted her, they called him a BJP stooge and a villain. But when the same judge overturned the trial court acquittal of 3 Hindus in the Viramgram riots case and convicted them, they called him a hero. Point number 2, very briefly, Navika. If this is indeed a case of punishment for blasphemy, and it appears to be so, given that a fatwa against Harsha was proclaimed 7 years ago for his alleged comment against Allah and Prophet Muhammad, then I'm afraid the writing was on the wall. Nothing could have been done. Harsha was a dead man walking. Just like Kishan, just like Kamlesh Tiwari, because Allah has specifically ordered that those who abuse Allah and His Messenger, Allah has cursed them in this world and the hereafter and prepared for them a humiliating punishment, 3357, and that the penalty for those who wage war against